Good day, kids! We are now on our third lesson about the human body system. You're still with me, Teacher Roby, and I will be your science teacher for today. Did you know that the largest organ of the human body is the skin? This organ covers our body from our head down to our feet. And this organ also belongs to one of the organ systems which is called Integumentary System. So kids, let us discover how amazing our integumentary system is. In this video lesson, we are going to discuss the parts and functions of the integumentary system. Now kids, I want you to try answering these questions and let us find out how much you know about the integumentary system. Directions: choose the letter of the correct answer and write it in your notebook. Number 1. What organ below is not part of the integumentary system? A. Hair, B. Kidneys, C. Nails, D. Skin. Number 2. What protects the distal parts of your fingers and toes? A. Hair, B. Nails, C. Phalanx, D. Skin. Number 3. What is present on most of the skin's surfaces? A. Hair, B. Nails, C. Shaft, D. Nail bed. Number 4. What is the hardened margin formed in the nail? A. Cuticle, B. Lunula, C. Nail root, D. Free edge. Number 5. What is the outer layer of the skin? A. Dermis, B. Epidermis, C. Sebaceous, D. Subcutaneous. Now kids, let us do this activity. I want you to read and study the information and the illustration on the screen. You can take note of the important details and answer the guide questions in your notebook. The nail. The nail is another special structure of the skin. To give you a clear idea of how the nail looks like, you can see the illustration on the next slide. The hard part of the nail is made of skin tissue. The nail grows from the epidermal cells below it. The skin around the nail forms a hardened margin called the cuticle. This is an illustration of the nail. You can pause this video for a while so that you can carefully study the parts of the nail. The hair. Hair is a special structure of the skin. Hair is formed by epidermal cells that line a pocket called follicle, which lies deep within the dermis. The outside layer of the hair and the skin are both composed of transparent keratin cells. When these cells lie flat, they reflect light, giving hair its shine. The melanin pigments give hair as well as skin its color. Whether hair is curly or straight depends on the angle of the hair follicle and the shape of the hair shaft. Curly hair has a flat shaft. Straight hair has a round one. Hair fullness depends on the number of shafts and the diameter of each one. Hair is present on most of the skin's surfaces. However, it is most abundant on the scalp. The hair grows from a follicle deep in the dermis. Because the hair that you see is not a living tissue, cutting or shaving the hair has no effect on its growth. This is an illustration of the hair. You can pause this video for a while and carefully study its different parts. Here are the guide questions that you are going to answer. Number 1. What is the special structure of the skin? 2. What are the parts of the hair? 3. What do the outside layer of the skin and hair compose of? 4. What gives hair and skin their color? 5. What is the difference between the shaft of curly hair and straight hair? 6. Compare the hair of other skin surfaces from the hair in the scalp. I'll be giving you 5 minutes to answer these questions in your activity notebook. So please pause this video for a while. Congratulations, kids, for finishing the activity. Way to go for another activity about this lesson. Now let us move on to another activity entitled Layers of the Skin Drawing. For the materials, kindly prepare the following: pencil, eraser, short bond paper, and coloring materials. Examples of these are crayons, color pencils or color pens, and etc. For the procedure, first, you are going to draw a border in a short bond paper measuring 1 inch in all sides. Second, draw the picture of the skin that will be projected on your screen. The bond paper should be in a landscape position or in a horizontal position. Third, color your drawing afterwards. Fourth, label the different parts of the skin. Now, this is the illustration of the skin that you are going to draw. You can pause this video for a while you are doing the activity. This time, you are going to answer the guide questions in your notebook. Question number 1. What are the layers of the skin? Describe each layer. Number 2. What is the purpose of the hair in your skin? Number 3. Why does the skin is considered as the first system of defense of the human body? I'll be giving you 5 minutes to answer, so please pause this video for a while. Now kids, it's time to grab your notebook and your ballpen and list down these important details. The skin is the largest and the most visible organ of your body. It measures over 19,000 square centimeters or 3,000 square inches. The condition of the skin is an important part of your appearance. The hair, nail, and skin make up the integumentary system. The skin has 3 parts. First is the epidermis, the outer layer that forms a covering that prevents evaporation of body fluids. The epidermis also protects the body from bacteria and other foreign matter. Second is the dermis, a much thicker layer of cells. It connects the epidermis to the underlying tissues. Oil glands and sweat glands are found in the dermis. Third is subcutaneous, the deepest of the skin layer. It supplies fat to our body. It insulates the body against heat and cold, and also acts as an inner cushion to protect the body against injuries. Sweat glands help the body excrete waste and control body temperature. The sweat gland collects waste chemicals and mixes them with fluid made in the gland. These chemicals are then secreted as sweat. The skin, together with its accessory organs, constitutes the integumentary system. It functions as a protective covering, aids in regulating body temperature, houses sensory receptor, synthesizes various chemicals, and excretes waste. Skin has many different kinds of nerve cells that detect changes around the body. Kids, it's now time for the reflection. I want you to complete the following sentence prompts. I have learned that. I wish to ask my teacher about. Now we are on the last part of our lesson. Let us check whether you were able to clearly understand the lesson about the integumentary system. Directions: you are going to choose the letter of the correct answer and write it on your notebook. 1. What is the special structure of the skin? A. Hair, B. Follicle, C. Nails, D. Free edge. Number 2. What is present on most of the skin surfaces? A. Hair, B. Nails, C. Shaft, D. Nail bed. Number 3. Which of the following is an important function of the evaporation or perspiration in our body? A. Responds to pressure. B. Responds to various stimuli. C. Responds to body temperature. D. Responds to sensation to touch. Number 4. When you cut your nails, you don't feel pain. What does it show? A. It is a dead cell. B. It is a living cell. C. It is a part of the skin. D. It is attached to the skin. Number 5. When you pull a strand of your hair from your head, you feel pain. Why is that so? A. Hair strand secretes oil. B. Layers of new hair cells are being pulled. C. The dead part of the hair is found at its tip. D. Nerve endings and capillaries are part of the base of the hair. Excellent, kids, for finishing this activity. Reminder: please keep your activity notebook because it will be collected by your science teacher. Kindly contact your science teacher once you are done with the activities. Thank you, kids, for tuning in this video. Way to go for discovering more body systems in another video lesson. See you